SolidWorks can import CAD files from a variety of third-party programs. These can range from native file types such as CATIA V5 and Autodesk Inventor to neutral file formats such as PowerSolid and STEP. Each of these file types have their own specific settings within SolidWorks, but there are a few general settings that we recommend you turn on before importing other file types. To import a non-SolidWorks file, start by going to the Open menu within SolidWorks and navigate to the location where you have saved the file. As SolidWorks typically filters for parts, assemblies and drawings, you may not see the file in that folder at first. In this case, use the file format drop-down to select all files or the specific file format you're importing from the list. Before we do anything else, we'll then make sure to review the import settings by selecting the Options button. Our biggest recommendation for importing SolidWorks files is to use the Enable 3D Interconnect option on the general page of the import options. Since its introduction in SolidWorks 2017, 3D Interconnect has seen huge improvements to ensure that it is the fastest and easiest way to work with imported geometry. 3D Interconnect retains the link to the original source file to ensure that data is translated accurately, while any updates to the source file will be automatically reflected within the SolidWorks model. An essential part of the import process is using import diagnostics to check for errors that may appear during the translation process. Make sure SolidWorks is set to automatically run import diagnostics on import, and ensure Perform full entity check and repair errors is also checked. Some file types such as STL, Creo and ASYS have specific settings. These typically vary on a case-by-case basis and can be accessed using the drop-down in the settings dialog. We're happy with our import settings, so we'll click OK and then Open to begin importing the file. As we've set import diagnostics to automatically run on import, we receive a prompt asking if we'd like to run the import diagnostics tool. Click yes to this to review any errors which are detected. Errors can be repaired within the repair options in the property manager. When finished, click on the green tick to complete the diagnostics check. When working with imported files, you might notice a small green arrow in the feature tree. This informs you that there is a link to the imported file on your computer and indicates that this is a 3D interconnected file. If changes are made to the original source file, then this imported model will also update to reflect these changes. If you are not planning on editing the imported model's geometry directly, then this link can usually be kept. However, SolidWorks does provide us with the option to remove the link by right-clicking at the top of the feature tree and selecting Break Link from the menu. This makes the file independent to the source file. For more tips on working with imported geometry, be sure to check out our guide to working with imported geometry or book yourself onto our Surface Modelling training course to discover all the secrets to handling imported data and creating complex forms within SolidWorks. It's vital to be patient when importing files, especially when the file sizes are large and the models are extremely complex, as there is a lot of data for SolidWorks to manage, even with high performance hardware to support it. If you run into challenges when importing a file with 3D Interconnect enabled, then it's worth retrying the import process after turning it off in the settings. Without 3D Interconnect, you will notice import features within the feature tree. These are imported bodies that have no link to the original file. Don't forget, if you're importing step files into SolidWorks 2024 and beyond, then make the most of the step file import filter to remove unnecessary components and speed up the import process. Once imported, you're ready to start modelling. Why not follow along with our recommended workflows for working on imported files? Or get in touch today to see how we can help streamline your design processes and support you in your design journey.